doesn't even matter. I love Pasco. Basketball. In the end, Manly, it doesn't even matter. Oh, sorry, guys. We have a rugby league, not a karaoke session. Hey, guys, how you going today? BKRsport. We have got to rush through these two team lineups for a massive game today between the Dolphins and the Cowboys, but they've been massively benefited from the mighty Gold Coast Titans getting a win over the Manly Seagulls in the previous game at Cbus Super Damwell Stadium. Titans got a nice little win there to keep themselves on top of the table, whilst Manly, they're still on the scam. But let's get into the two-team lines here today, guys. Hit that thumbs up button and subscribe if you are new around here. Dolphins 7th, Cowboys 8th. At Suncorp Stadium in Brisbane. The ins for the Dolphins, Hamiso Tabuai-Fidow, John Finney-Ganofo, and Selwyn Cobbo, with the outs being Brian Puniu, Jake Averillo, and Trey Fuller. The fullback is Hamiso Tabuai-Fidow, with the wingers being Jermaine Asako and Davida Nafahu. Centers of Selwyn Cobbo and Herbie Farnworth. The 5'8" is Cody Nicarima, who is the captain. And the halfback is Bradley Schneider, with the front row forwards being Thomas Flegler and Francis Molo. The number 9 is Marshall King, Jeremy Marshall King. The back row is Kineli Lemuelu and Kulikafu Funifubiyaki, with the 13 being Morgan Knowles. And the interchange is Kurt Donahue, Max Plath, Tom Gilbert, Felice Kafusi, Sebastian Stewart, and John Finney-Ganofo, with the coach being Christian Wolf. Now, moving over to the Cowboys here. Ethan King and Tom Dearden are in. The outs, John Bateman and Thomas McKaylee. A fullback is Scott Drinkwater, with the wingers being Braden Burns and Murray Taulagi. Centers of Zach Labart and Tom Chester. The 5'8" is Jackson Purgey, with the halfback being Tommy Dearden. Front row forwards are Griffin Neem and Jason Taumalolo, the big Jason T. And then the number 9 is Reid Marnie. Back row, Helan Lukey and Jeremiah Nene, with the 13 being Ruben Cotter, who is also the captain. The interchange, Jake Clifford, Sonny Luke, Matty Lodge, Cohen Hare, Sam McIntyre, and Ethan King, with the coach being Todd Payton. Prediction for this game? Shit, I don't know with the Dolphins, man. You know, they're all over the shop recently. Obviously, coming off of a torturous last couple of games where they lost 66-0 to the Sharkies last week. Yes, lost 66-0 to the Sharks the week prior. Obviously, lost to the Knights 13-12, and they were very lucky not to lose 3 games in a row, with the Warriors stealing the win in the last 2 minutes before the Dolphins stopped back the win in the last minute of that game, 26-24. The Dolphins have been on a little bit of a slide these last couple of rounds, and that's usually what they do at this point of the season, but they only need to win 2 more games for the rest of the year to guarantee, 3 more games for the rest of the year to guarantee a top 8 on 32 points. And I think they get it here today. I do. I feel like they do. They are still missing a Katoa, which is a huge loss there in the halves, but I think Hamiso back in, Herbie's killer, Jermaine killer, Selwyn Cobbo's been great for the most part of this year. Nicarima should do his job, and Schneider just needs to hold his own there. I think they should get the job done. But Tom Dearden back into the team is really helpful. I just don't understand why they would drop Clifford and not just put Dearden 6 and Clifford 7 and Jackson Purgey back to his rightful spot at the centre. But it is what it is. This is their decision that they're making. And I just don't understand why they would do that personally. But it is what it is. So I'm going to take the Dolphins here 1-12. I think it'll be a great game because both teams need to win this game. Now, quickly in regards to the ladder, the Dolphins on 24 points equal with the Cowboys and Rabbitohs. Not you, Manly. Oh, not you, Manly. So the Dolphins on 24 with a plus 64 points differential. Cowboys minus 16, Rabbitohs plus 76. If the Dolphins win, they go above the Rabbitohs. They would also go above the Knights on plus 37 on 26 points, and the Dolphins would finish off in 5th. The Knights would go down to 6th position. If the Dolphins lose, however, they would go below the Cowboys, and that is it, because this is the last game of the round, so they would finish off in 8th. Now, the Cowboys, they are on, like I said, 24 points with minus 16 compared to the 64 of the Dolphins and the 76 of the Rabbitohs. Cowboys win, they would go above the Dolphins. They would also go above the Rabbitohs. They would not, however, go above the Knights, because the Knights have a plus 37 and the Cowboys have a minus 16. They would have to win this game by like 52 points to be going above them, which is very, very unlikely. Very, very much unlikely. So Cowboys' highest that they can probably go is into 6th position. Lowest they can go is into 8th position. Because Manly lost to the Titans in the last game, it means that Cowboys cannot drop out of the 8 this weekend now. Which is huge for them. You know, the pressure isn't on as much as it easily could have been for this game, because whoever would have lost would have gone out of the 8. But next week, you will see the Dolphins get a bye. Is it good for them? Sure. Like, it's okay for them right now. Manly have a tough game against Cronulla, and the Cowboys have a tough game against the Broncos up at North Queensland. So it's going to get really spicy for this top 8 battle as the rounds go on. But as you look at these two teams right now, both teams on 10 wins. They needed 13 wins to get 32 points and guarantee a top 8 spot. 3 wins away. This would be a massive win here to put you in with a great chance of getting the job done. But guys, hit that like button, subscribe if you're new around here. Massive, massive game here, and let me know who you think can get the job done. Let me know. Jake says, I'm a Cowboys fan for this game. You're an everybody fan every week, mate. Like, you're a Knights fan, sometimes you're a Titans fan, sometimes you're a Broncos fan, sometimes you're an Antarctic Penguins fan. You know, you got your team, mate. You got to the team. McKelly scoring today. Yeah, we've been saying that for a while. Ziggy says up the Mighty Titans. Oh my gosh, it makes me sick. Really, makes me sick to think about how damn well good this team is on the top of the table. Ziggy, it makes me damn well sick. I'm so angry. I'm so angry right now. How good the Gold Coast Titans are. And if you guys aren't angry, I can't help you. I just can't help you. Titans are the greatest team of all time, and that's just that. Tiger says I took Dolphins 13 plus. Well, I can see a world where that happens too, but I think this is a great game waiting to happen here. I really do. I think it's a great game waiting to happen. Who's my try scorers? I'll go Hamiso for the Dolphins. And I'll also go. I'll go Lemuelu. And then for the Cowboys, I'm going to go with Jeremiah Nene. And let's go with Tommy Chester. And Jeremiah Nene with a Finifuiaki and Hamiso job as well. But all right, guys, the game has started, kicked off, and the Dolphins will top the ball at 20. Hit that thumbs up button, subscribe. It's been a great weekend with you guys. We've had some actually really good games throughout this weekend. Like the Panthers-Broncos game was brilliant. Warriors-Dragons came down to the end of it. It was close. Roosters game versus the Storm was close, but it was shit house. Titans just as exciting because I'm a very emotional man. What other games? Oh, the Knights Sharks game was close as well, really close. We've had a couple of close games here this weekend. Fit tackle over the Dolphins to the 50. Ziggy just says it just isn't fair to the rest of the league. I know, it's not fair. It's not fair to the rest of the league with how good the Titans are. So it's going to be Murray to Lungy. You get slapped back here to the 15 on first tackle. Slap back to the 15. Oliver Pascoe ball. How about it? Second tackle now for the Cowboys at the 20. Hold on. I've just got to tell someone we win the comp. There we go. So third tackle now for the Cowboys at the 25. Can't blame them for losing to the Knights. Who lost to the Knights? Fourth tackle now at 30. Who lost? I don't know who you're talking about. They got to the level. Kevin Waltz is on commentary today. God bless us all for having to get through this. Fifth tackle now at the 40. Wonder what Cows team showed up today. It's a great question, Trey. It's wonder what either team shows up today. The Dolphins could easily, prove to be the same team they have been in the back end of the season for every year they've been in the competition after their 66-0 loss last week and their 13-12 loss. Oh, I get what you mean now, Jake. I just clicked on. And their 13-12 loss to the Knights there in 2 consecutive weeks. This is usually where the Dolphins don't finish off seasons well. So do the Dolphins turn up and go against that track, against a Cowboys team that is very beatable? Manly choked them last week. Like, it wasn't an amazing performance of the Cowboys, but Manly threw it away and Cowboys found a way to win. The Cowboys just know how to win. They haven't been great this year, but they just know how to win games, and Dearden coming back in is huge, but you also just don't know what Cowboys team's going to turn up. So this is a really hard game to predict here. Miso will get the offload away to Herbie Farnworth, and Herbie Farnworth now is going to be getting the offload away to Flegler, and Flegler now will be 15 metres out from the Cowboys line on fifth tackle. Fifth tackle, 66-metre gain. They go Nicarima, Lemuelu. What on earth was that on fifth tackle? It's just going to be Cowboys ball to 13. That was so poor. Chopper says Dolphins 1 to 12. That's what I've gone with, but I'm just not confident in either team here. I really am not. I just don't know what team we're going to see from either of these two teams, man. Oh my gosh, sorry, I saw a message from Sammy. So it's the third tackle now on 30. 37 minutes to go to first half. Ziggy says, Hane seemed disappointed still, and I'm so happy with that as well. Glad to see he's trying to change the culture. He cared about we win, but just not about the win itself. Love it anyway into this game. I agree with him. Like, at the end of the day, bias aside, he still got 30 points to a Manly team that were never really in the game, and our defense for the first 3 tries were just completely unacceptable. 2 tries come off of absolutely awful officiating for Manly, but like at the end of the day, that last try was also really weak to give up. So 30 points is still a lot to give up there, especially when we've been a much better defensive side this year, and that wasn't a great defensive output. But our attack at least started to click in that game, which was nice to see. When Manly are a top 5 defense this year, actually. Like, if you go and have a look at their defense, I don't think it's updated yet. Before the game, they were 309 points against. That's only worse off than both the Panthers and Warriors. Everybody else is better than them. They're the 3rd best defensive team in the comp this year, and Manly got pieced apart in the last game by the Titans. Cowboys intercept at the 40. Cowboys get the ball at the 40 here. First tackle for Murray Talangi. And now they go to the right-hand side to Ruben Cotter, and Cotter's now going to be at the 35 on first tackle because it's a 6 again. So, yeah, I can understand why he'd be complaining, and also the officiating was absolutely diabolical. Absolutely diabolical. Second tackle now for the Cowboys at the 25. Corso says, let's go Cowboys. Well, yeah, I can understand why you'd be going for the Cows. Third tackle now. I just don't really care who wins this game. I just want a good game here. Reed Marnie out to Tommy Dearden. Dearden at the 15. Can he welcome himself back in with a nice little try? Fourth tackle at the 8. Fourth tackle at the 8. Reed Marnie gives it out right-hand side. Drinkwater. He'll be rocked down by Lemuelu at the 10. And Reed Marnie, he'll go right-hand side to Tom Dearden. Dearden goes for himself. There's the try I was talking about. Tommy Dearden's back, baby. Tommy Dearden is back, baby. Oh. Tommy Dearden is back. Tommy Dearden is back. Tommy Dearden is back, baby. Welcome back to Tommy Denwell Dearden, son. Try time for the Cowboys, and it's way too easy there. Oh, no, Dolphins. I'm getting a dreadful feeling about this. I'm getting a dreadful feeling. I know it's early, but this is the time of the season. It always happens. It always does happen here. Tylen says, random question. If Horsebrough the bra man, you call him the bra man on this channel, Tylen. He's not Horsebrough. That is the bra man. The big bra man, Horsebrough bra man. If the bra man, then you know what? I'm not even going to reply to you until you change it. Change it to the bra man right now, Tylen. Change it. Right, retract that message and put the bra man. You call him by his actual name, son. You call him by his actual name. You call him by his actual name, son. How dare you? Gary says, g'day, everyone. Just after a late night, after watching a defensive masterclass in the bronze medal match. Yeah, Manly were just as good as the defences, both England and France in that game. Congratulations, Blaze, on the Titans victory over Manly. Very, very nice. We also got rorted on multiple occasions in that game. We still won. What was the game like? High scoring match. Adam G, disaster class. Bunker, disaster class. But yet we still found a way to smack it. We still found a way to pants the old Manly and give them the old tickle that they were so desperate for. And Scotty Drinkwater takes over kicking, and he will curl it like Jonathan Thurston's son. Has JT been helping out Scotty Drinkwater on the conversions? Because that was JT-esque. That was JT-esque 100%. Do it for Newey Cows. Well, it doesn't really, like, there's no real world that you win here as a Knights fan, because at the end of the day, if the Cowboys win, like, the Knights are still behind the Dolphins points differential regardless, unless they lose by, like, 27 points, right? So I think he would actually sacrifice to go below the Dolphins today so that the Cowboys stay away from you. Because, yeah, their points differential is poor at minus 16, but it's not that far away from plus 37. That can be changed very, very quickly. So what I'm saying is that I would sacrifice the position now of the Knights to go to 6th and the Dolphins go to 5th, knowing full well that the Cowboys need to stay further behind you. You've got one win above them, and the Cowboys stay well away from you. I would personally think in that way, but I have a big belief in who gives a shit what other teams are doing. It should be just about what you're doing. And again, I understand you're going to think about these kind of things. I think about these kind of things, but my biggest emphasis that I always say is wherever my team finishes after 27 rounds is where we deserve to go. I've always believed in it. Tyler says, my sincerest apologies. He should be. If the Brahman. Brahman. Which is my Corey Horsebrough. Brahman, you're nice. Let's move back to Queensland. Would you want Titans to make a play for him? Or not, considering you have a good crop of young forwards coming through? Cowboys right-hand side here, 1 second. Tom Chester. Chester with a great run to the 40 on the Dolphins side of the field. I would say no. I think that's a prime time signing for you guys, the Brisbane Broncos. I think that has Broncos written all over him. Especially with losing Payne Haas. I know you're getting Mitchell Barnett, but I think that Paddy Carrigan is amazing. He's amazing. Or actually, he's not going to take 13. Corey Horsebrough could be another spot for your front row. I think that you guys would love a guy like Corey Horsebrough. You wouldn't go with the 13. But then again, Paddy has been speaking about potentially going to Papua New Guinea recently. He has been, unless he's signed a new contract that I've missed. But you have been seeing the old Paddy Carrigan talking openly about maybe being open to the old Papua. Great day, all three Titans teams winning, men's, women's, and juniors. Exactly. And we scored a 50 bomb. After knock on Dolphins, Cowboys bought to 25. 35. This is very concerning, Dolphins fans. I am very concerned for you. Exactly right, Jess. What time do you call this, Gary? You missed a great win for the Titans. Get a grip of yourself, Gaz. Get a grip of yourself. Glad I missed that, Jess. No, you're not, Gary. You're a Titans fan at heart. You're a Titans fan at heart. You just don't admit it to it. How does the team get motivated to play in the third place game? You just had your dream shattered a few days before. Now you're playing for basically nothing. So, Jason, that's why it was a 6-4 game. That's not a real game. Look at the scoreline. The scoreline shows you what kind of game it was. It's essentially an international friendly. Nobody cares about the third place game. It's essentially an international friendly. So, with all due respect to England, they won that one. But you can see by the scoreline how stupid it was. If that was a World Cup final or a semi-final between England and France, I promise you 6-4 would not be happening. It would not be happening. Jason Tamalolo at the 20. Second tackle. And they go to the right-hand side to Jackson Purdue, to Ruben Cotter, and Ruben Rubes. He'll be at the 10 on third tackle. 10 minutes gone in the first half, 30 minutes to go in the first half. Hit that thumbs up button and subscribe. Drink water. Quick passing over the sideline. Dolphins ball at the 10. Over the sideline. Ziggy says third place game looked like an NBA All-Star match. Yeah, it's an exhibition match, as Gary said. It really is. It really is. The scoreline just shows you that. It shows you. Tyler says, agree. Definitely want Broncos to get him. Our forwards are very thin with that Hassel Carrigan. Did Carrigan re-sign, or is he not re-signed yet for 2028? Interesting timing. Interesting timing. Who's kicking for the Cowboys? Drinkwater is kicking the conversions for the Cowboys. Ian says, score prediction here. Well, I thought Dolphins won at 12, but they're starting to make me think like this second half of the season fall-off is still possible here. They've not been great so far, but then again, they do this early doors. That's a knock on there from the Cowboys, so it's going to be 0 tackle for the Dolphins to the 40. Braden Burns try to go for the intercept. This is actually pretty typical for the Dolphins. They usually start off slow the first 10 to 20 minutes, and then they really pump home strong, so I'm still waiting, but this is just not a good sign after a 66-0 loss last week to the Sharks. Blimey, Manly certainly fallen from grace. Foles need to sort it out quickly, otherwise the top 8 will be a distant memory. Their points differential is so good, Manly, that it's not too much of a worry they lost to the Titans, besides the fact that they lost to the Titans. You know, it's not about the loss, it's about who they lost to, and it's about the fact that they've lost 3 games in a row now, inclusive of Hamisa Tawafado taking down to the 20 on first tackle. First tackle at the 20. They go to the right-hand side with Nikorema off to Bradley Schneider, and Schneider now, he's going to get taken down here at the 20 on second tackle. Carrigan signed till 28. Interesting timing. Flegler, Nikorima. That's going to hit the grass, and it's going to be Selwyn Cobbo. Selwyn Cobbo over the sideline. Cowboys ball at the 10. It's a good game if you don't want to see... It's a good game, that Manly Titans game, if you are a big fan of refereeing howlers. Yes. Like, Manly scored a try. They were about 3 to 4 metres offside. It was only about 3 to 4 metres offside. It was only about that much. Even the referee was calling him offside in the play, and he's still allowed to play on. So Cowboys now on first tackle. They'll bring it ball to the 15. 12 minutes in here. And penalty to the Cowboys. Penalty. Harry Kane didn't even play. Exactly. Harry Kane, like a lot of guys didn't play, bro. Saliba didn't play for France. Like, with all due respect to the English, love ya. I think France would have won that game if it was a meaningful game. Funny that Mbappe still scored a couple, though. If Carrigan goes to Papua New Guinea, I might cry. Wouldn't surprise me. Jay just says, mate, you still buzzing about your Titans win? How good are they looking right now? Buzzing for you. I'm just happy that, over the last, besides the Bulldogs game, over the last month to month and a half, we've looked far better than what we have been recently. It's recently been 15 years. We have looked like we're starting to try to get this club back on track. I will be careful about a back end of season when there's nothing to play for us, but we beat a team that there was everything to play for Manly. We also beat the Panthers, which that plays out, but also the Warriors lost that same team, not having a crack at Wires, I'm just saying. There's a lot of positives right now that I'm looking at thinking, shit, we might be on here for a bit of a future. Tommy Dearden gets away from a couple of tacklers. Jeez, he's had a great game since this is his first game back from injury. 15 metres away, Reed Marnie to Drinkwater. Drinkwater now to 10. He gives it out here. That's going to hit the grass. That'll be Zach Labert who picks it up at the 15. He's going to get this ball across, and now he'll be taken down 10 metres away from the line. Fit tackle. Dolphins are looking at all sorts today, bro. They're looking at all sorts. Tom Dearden. This is fit tackle. Tom Dearden kicks his ball through. Jeremiah Nene. Hey, I've got both try scorers so far, brother. Oh, boy. Actually, did I say Tommy Dearden? I don't know if I did, but it's 10-0 to kick to come. Hey, Dolphins, I'm worried for you. Dolphins fans, I want to know your thoughts. Are you worried for you? Gary says, you would think the NRL would sort this officiating out. It's troubling when they self-officiate themselves. There's no accountability ever. But the Cowboys, 10-0 to kick to come. Dearden's having a cracker game, bro. Tom Dearden is having a spectacular game right now, mate. A spectacular game. And the Cowboys will score 10-0 with a kick to come. Yeah, no, I said Tom Chesser. You're right. You are right. So for some reason in my brain, I had Hamiso scored already. I did call Jeremiah Nene, though. So give me that one, just another human. Dear me. Have a word to yourself. You look at the negatives. You just look at the negatives, don't you? Don't look at the positives. My gosh. Jeremiah Nene, career tries 50. At the beginning of his career, I said he would score 50 tries by the time he plays the Dolphins in round 20 of 2026. Take that. That's not a human. I said that on the dot, and I said he would score it in the 14th minute too. I did. Get a grip of yourself. Just not a human. Sean James says, "G'day Gary, you missed a good game, the last one." Yeah, Gaz the Manly fans. He's very happy that he missed it, but he's also actually a Titans fan. Trent from Punchy. Geez, that's a throwback name, bro. That is a lot of the old school. Well, not even old school. I swear, I feel like if you were above the age of like 10 in the early 2000s. No, when was Trent from Punchy? When was that? I feel like I was probably about like 10 years old when that was around. Fuck boy, Dearden been out playing like it was in Origin. He's been unbelievable in this game. I'm just trying to remember when Trent from Punchy was. That was like around 2002, 2003, 2004, kind of, or 2008 or something. Jay. Sheldon! 15 minutes in. Oh, Gary, you'll have absolutely no idea who we're talking about. This is like Australian law from the mid to late 2000s. And now Braden Burns. Manly won't make the 8. Steve says, I don't know, their points differential is still very good, but the Sharks game next week will tell you everything you need to know. Dearden showing what Queensland missed, especially in Game 3. First game back and looks electric. He has looked amazing in this game, yeah. Is Clifford kicking? Clifford's on the bench. Jeremiah and Nate. They bring this ball to the 35 on third tackle. When I found out Trent from Punchy was an actor, it shook my whole belief system. I know, man, it was like finding out that Santa's not real. I'm so sorry to the children watching, even though you shouldn't be watching because in Australia you're not allowed to watch YouTube if you're under 16. But unfortunately, Santa isn't real. The only Santa in life is actually Oliver Pascoe. That's the real Santa Claus. And, that's a penalty. That's a penalty. They don't call that a penalty? Wow, should have been penalty Dolphins. I need Clifford and Osaka to get 4 points. Clifford's on the bench, bro. Did you look at the team lineup? Did you look at the team lines before you put that bet on? This should be a penalty. I don't know why this wasn't a penalty, by the way. He's clearly taking him out in air. Even accidental or not, it's still a penalty. Does the PNG franchise get higher salary cap for the first 3 years? No, but sort of. I worry that they will struggle and not be competitive enough. Fingers crossed I'm wrong. Papua New Guinea, you don't have to pay taxes, so you're getting 100% of the pay, which means that you can offer lower. You can offer lower contracts because they're getting 100% of it. I don't even know if that's technically true. But the long story short, they've got a lot of benefits for them. Yeah. Jake says you're just not allowed an account. Oh, you're just not allowed an account. Fair enough. And now the Dolphins, they will get this ball to the 20 on third tackle. I need that's right. 0809 was Punchy. What a man, Brenton. What a man. And I get that ball off here to Hamiso. Hamiso will get crunched down to the 43 on fourth tackle now. They go quickly. Marshall King, Bradley Schneider. They get through here for Fubayaki. That's close to forward. Cobo kicks it through. I think that's a knock on Dearden here. Yeah, it's going to be a knock on Dearden. Double knock on from Dearden into Hamiso, and then Hamiso knock it on. There's plays coming from everywhere just then. At least the Dolphins might be just starting to wake up a little bit here. Maybe starting to wake up a tiny little bit here. I really hope. I've just got a message from my dad, who's a Manly fan. He says, I get it. They want a close game, but screw me. 4 passes are a joke. This guy is proper tool maker of the highest order. Well done for Titans, but screw me. There is no way you are complaining like you copped the harder calls. Copped the harder calls. Two of your final 3 tries were as corrupt. What's the most corrupt thing that you can think of, guys? I'm going to say this to him. Were as corrupt as the American political system. Like, what should I say here in response to him? Because that's outrageous that he's like trying to claim as if Manly have been hard done by there by Adam G. That's outrageous. Second tackle now for the Dolphins at the 4. Marshall King at the back here to Schneider. Fenefiwiaki. The Files, North Korea. You saying Santa isn't real? Oliver Pascoe is real. Tom Flegler! No. 4th tackle, 3 metres away from the line. And they give it out to the back. Left-hand side, Brad Schneider. It's going to be Caneli Lemuelu. And it'll be 5th tackle now, 5 metres away. 5th tackle. And, knock on Dolphins. Cowboys ball. Good defense, North Queensland. As corrupt as... Yeah, FIFA, but he's not going to really understand that, Gary. He's not a massive football fan. He's not a massive football fan. I might just use North Korea. I might just do it. As corrupt as North Korea. No, I'm going to use the American political system. I could just use the Australian political system, to be fair. I've said there's no way you were complaining like you copped the harder calls. 2 of your final 3 tries were as corrupt as the American political system. If he wasn't offside on the try, then I am Kim Jong-un himself. Kim Jong-un himself. If he wasn't offside on the try, then I'm Kim Jong-un himself. So it's going to be 5th tackle now for the Cowboys at the 40. What are the Finns doing? They're not really finning right now, mate. They're not. Can you put Manly on bum status alert? There should be something. I could put him on Antarctica. And Hamiso, that's a penalty for a tackle on the air there. That is a penalty for a tackle on the air against Tommy Chester. 20 minutes gone in the first half, 20 minutes to go. Hit that thumbs up button and subscribe if you are new around here. All right. Dolphins will receive the penalty. Corrupt as Peter Vlanders? No, I'm not going to go down that path, Jason. I'm not going to do that. But I can't believe that he's coming in trying to complain that Adam G, essentially rorted them. Give me a break. Give me a break. I may let my white beard grow longer, get some part-time work in December to pay for my trip to New Zealand next year. Well, may as well, mate. Or Gold Coast, because Gold Coast is the greatest place on planet Earth. They got defended by the Sharks. They did, yeah. Yeah, there is only one team allowed Finns in this competition. The Sharks obviously proved that last week. This is actually not a bad beer. It's not the greatest, but it's not a bad beer here in Kazakhstan. And I can't tell you what its name is. If you ever ask me, I can't tell you what the name is. Actually, can you even see that? Or is it back to front? No, it's not back to front. That's just straight up it. That's the name of it. So if you ever ask me, it's Yuko, but that's not how you pronounce it at all. Dolphins here down the right hand wing. They get up to Wisaka, and Wisaka's gonna hit the 20. They are just the dollies now. Yeah, no, just the dolls. They are just the dolls. They go out to the left hand side to Nicarima. Nicarima to Lemuelu, and they're 15 metres away from the line. No, we're not going down the political path there, JJ. I just want to really emphasise to my dad that he was too drunk. If he thought that it was a robbed game of Manly. 5th tackle now 5 metres away. Jeremy Marshall King, Bradley Schneider. Schneider's going to run it himself here. Might be the dumbest play of all time. It's going to be Cowboys ball at the 3. Cowboys ball at 3. Yeah, no, I was just talking about American politics and Australian politics and whatnot too, because my dad messaged me saying that Adam G and the bunker were essentially, his way of putting it, they were essentially against Manly, which was just a diabolical take from my father. 3rd tackle out the 25. Love him, but Muppet comment. Massive Muppet comment. 4th tackle. Gary says, love your dad even more. Now he's a Manly fan, mate. Yeah, well, he's about, to be fair, he's supported Manly all his life. However, he's from Balmain. He's from Balmain. He started liking Manly and supporting Manly as like a 7 or 8 year old because there was some hot chick who was in her 40s that his mum knew at the time, who lived in Manly on the beach with a great view and all that type of stuff. And he started supporting Manly because he fell in love with this girl that was 30, 40 years older than him. The story is probably a little bit loosey-goosey, but that's the whole emphasis there. So you're English, you're not from Manly, and you guys are the same. Who scored second? Sam says it was Jeremiah Nene. Nene scored. So Tommy Dearden scored first, and Jeremiah Nene scored second. They go to the left here to Hamiso, off to Herbie Farnworth, to Vidana Fahu, and that's a high tackle. No, Fifth tackler at 40. Dolphins are looking really loosey-goosey right now. Really loosey-goosey. Like, he is genuinely a passionate Manly fan. Like, that's not me saying that he's not anywhere near, not like a passionate fan. Meso catches it, offloads it, and penalty to the Dolphins here for dangerous tackle. That was really late. So Dolphins were offside, but it's a penalty for a late tackle. Like, he's as passionate Manly as they come, but it's just funny, his story of how he became a Manly fan when he's from Balmain, because his mum was one of the first, if not the first, I think she was the first female worker at the Balmain Leagues Club. Could be wrong, but Dad, if you're watching, feel free to comment that. Alrighty, 17 minutes to go here this first half, and the Dolphins, they're going to be at the 15. First tackle. Who you got winning the comp at the moment? I'm still taking Panthers, Steve. I'm still taking Panthers, mate, until proven otherwise. I don't think a mid-season slump, a three-quarter way through season slump is going to prove otherwise. The Panthers do this every year. Every year. They go to the right side. Besides last year where they had to chase, knock on Max Plath. Dolphins look in a shambles right now, man. The Dolphins look in absolute shambles at this point of the season. Have you seen it before? Yes, you have. Yes, you have. Dolphins' fifth tackle plays makes them even seem like they've played over brains. The old Finns, they're not looking like the team they were. What is it with them in second halves of years? What is it with them in second halves of years? All right, Tommy Dearden. He'll roll it back, and Reid Marnie will get this ball across now to, I think that's Scotty Drinkwater. Is it Hill on Lukey? I can't even see. No, it's Tommy Chester, don't worry. Now it's Hill on Lukey. And Lukey to the 25 on second tackle. Honestly, finding a favourite team because of a 40-year-old MILF is perfect. No, it's a great way to represent my dad, to be fair. It is. He's a funny bloke. He's a funny bloke. Again, he was like 6 or 7 years old, man. Sammy Mack just got crunched in the tackle at the 35 on his own side of the field. And now Cowboys are at the 40. At least the Dolphins are coming in with some heavy hits. Oh, he's lost the ball. He's lost the ball. Yep. Drop ball there from Jackson Purdue. Drop ball. He lost control. It went backwards, but he lost control there after the tackle was called. Well, he lost control. They do call that, and there's a little bit of a biffo here. Someone throw a headbutt, you cats. How about that? How about that one? Someone throw a headbutt, you cats. So this will be a Dolphins ball at the 40. Sam says, just remember Dolphins are doing better than us. Won't let that Muppet forget saying that. I've been dealing with this comment line for years, Sam. Publicly, you know this. I've been dealing with this for years. It's just not true, and it hasn't been true. But at least people are kind of coming to terms with it now. Like, if they don't make the prelim this year, then they've finished below the Titans every single year of their competition on the same equivalent level of the first 4 years of the Titans. And that's the truth. So people can feel free to argue that all they like, but they'll be wrong. They go out to the left to Meso, then off to Tavita Nafahu, and Nafahu will get taken down here at the 30 on first. No, he's still going here, 25 on first tackle. How good was Gold Coast and new big brother Queensland teams? Make it happen. Glitter strip, baby. Can you imagine the party, Clyde? Just think about the party that the Gold Coast would have if we won the comp, or just if we went far. Like, could you just imagine how the vibe would be on the Gold Coast? My gosh. Nothing could beat it. Party capital, mate. Party capital of Australia. Max Platt's going to be at the 15. You'd have Sam Janko naked, buddy, dancing on tables at Sin City. They'll be at 5 metres out, third tackle. I don't even know what clubs are on the Gold Coast anymore. I think they've changed a lot of the clubs since when I was younger. Schneider out to Hamiso, then off to someone Cobbo. Jermaine Sarko. Isako. Oh, bum action. Penalty. Brilliant. 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 Where is the man? Jason Deerham. I know you're watching. Jason, I know you're watching. What have they just called? Tell me. I want Jason Deerham to comment in this chat and tell me what call was just made here from Asako. What call was just made here? Jason Damwell Deerham. I will never forget. I think it was Broncos Panthers on Thursday, wasn't it? I was waiting for it. That was obviously momentum. Oh, Jason, we got you, mate. We got you. You also got some full bum action of Asako in the meantime. Chance is called having the cheeks out easy penalty, keep the TV PG rating. That was obviously momentum. Do you see why momentum makes no sense with that now, Jason? Tom Chester is going to get this ball here to the 45. Now you're understanding why we were so livid at that non-call on Thursday night. TJM says, BK, I made a rookie mistake. I got some boogish. Okay. And brother, I'm not reading the rest of this out. Momentum, word of the week. That is our word of the week here on the channel. Reed Marnie after Tommy did. And underneath that, a drink water. He's going to bring this ball to the 23 on fit tackle. Momentum, what a word. What a word. Lads, just had a look. I don't think he's here. Are you here, Jason? I think he is. He was here before. Oh, he's back into the Dolphins. I'll have a look. Oh, maybe not. He was here before. He was here before, I swear. Unless maybe that's... No, he was here before. Jason, I know you're here, son. I know you're lurking. Jason. Come out of the woodwork and explain to me what that call was. So they'll go to Jermaine Sarko. Dolphins are really lost without Isaiah Katoa, by the way. They are really all over the shop without Isaiah. Ah! Jason, here he is! He wasn't sliding. Jason, just admit you were wrong, bro. He didn't call anything about that. He said pass off the ground. Brother, just admit when you're wrong, man. Trust me, you'll be better for it when you just admit the call. You didn't understand a call. Just admit it, man. It's not that hard. I'm so glad we got the exact call that should have been made on Thursday this same weekend. It's not that hard, man. You're not any less of a bloke because you misunderstood the rule. You're not any less of a bloke because of it. Now you're just digging your head deep into the sand. Jeremiah nailed it at the 45 for God knows what reason. They go out to Scotty Drinkwater. Drinkwater gets it across here. That's an obstruction. And they're going to call penalty, yeah, because it's a big hit. Penalty to the Dolphins here. 10 minutes to go the first half. Hit that thumbs up button, subscribe. Like this is Jason go for. He's an Eels fan. Jason, my man, like I've joked around about it and stuff like that. My man, momentum has nothing to do if you pass the ball off the ground. I'm gonna help you understand this because obviously you don't understand the rule. Momentum has nothing to do if you pass the ball off the ground. If you are on the ground and your arm is on the ground, this is me being honest with you here, man. You cannot pass the ball off of the ground. So what you just saw there, it doesn't even matter if he's still getting dragged. If his arm is on the ground, you're not allowed to do that. It is against the rules, and it has been for about 100 years. So I'm taking the joke aspect out of it so that I can help you understand this. You are quite literally incorrect, and it's just silly that we're still having this conversation and you're still digging your heels into the ground here because you are quite literally incorrect. So, yeah, anyway, the joke was there because I thought you were just going to finally admit the fact, but the fact that we're still going here, I am trying to help you out here to understand that you are, in fact, unfortunately wrong. Second tackle here at the 40. Passing Jason the spade, Jess says. It's amazing. So, second tackle, Cody Nicarima off to Bradley Schneider. Opinion on Garrick try and Dean sin bin. The Dean sin bin made sense. It's consistent. Like at the end of the day, that is what they consistently call. The Garrick try was so offside, it wasn't funny. So offside. It was actually outrageous they called that. But the Dean Yermai sin bin unfortunately does make sense. There's Selwyn Cobbo right outside of Sarko. I think that's a try time. I think he's kept himself in here, Sarko. I think Asako has scored here. So they've called it as a try. We just need to see his feet here. This is amazing. He gets it. This is very good footwork here from Jermaine. Very good footwork. Selwyn and he's in. That's amazing, bro. That's amazing. Wingers nowadays are amazing, bro. They really are. That is amazing from Asako. That's a nice try. Selwyn Cubbo will get the try assist too. So, Jermaine Sarko. Oh, the way he keeps his feet in is amazing. That's what happens when you drink too much para roof of water. Get off it and the eyes open wider. 8 minutes to go here to first half. Jermaine Sarko, what a player, bro. Storm, very happy. Considering they've lost Will Warbrick, they've still got Xavier Coates, but he'll come back next year after his injury. Coates and Sarko is a cheat code in the wing next year for the Storm, provided that Xavier Coates comes back from his injury well. Target's is going to be 15-0 maybe. So firstly, you can't talk about the Feedy Bomb until the Thrifty 30 has been hit, but also secondly, you've commented that after the Dolphins have scored. So how is it going to be 15-0 when you've commented that after the Dolphins have scored? By the way, Sam, now that I've answered you, do you agree with what I said? Because Daniel Jeremiah, that one is very consistent. It is. But the Ruben Garrick one, there's no two ways about it. That was very clearly offside. Commentary agreed. We all agreed. Even the referee was saying at the time that it was offside. He was literally saying it, but it's just bullshit. It's bullshit. It was bullshit, but that's what we expect. It really is. Titans never lose a game ever again. They don't expect it. They've never lost a game, so how would we ever expect them to lose a game ever again? Can you remember the last time they lost? I can't. Never is the answer. Is it true that Dane Gagai is going to be going to the Broncos next year? I don't think it's confirmed, but there's like word potentially. I don't think it's confirmed though. I saw a rumor about it. Plus Cherry. Yeah, Terry is going off to Melbourne as well. Yeah, Bronson Seri, Xavier Coates, Jermaine Sarko, Suafalongo, Munster Hughes. Who's their other centre? Not Nick Meaney. Oh, Jack Howarth. But Jack Howarth's going, isn't he? I would say Dean Simbin is a bit average. I've seen heaps as just on report. Nah, not this year you haven't, with all due respect. Not this year. Last year I would agree with you. This year they've really come in and locked down any kind of sliding body tackle into the bottom of the legs. You kind of see that every single time now. I think the only surprise from me would be that he didn't look like seriously injured. Usually they'll only do it for serious injuries when obviously Talataquata wasn't like seriously injured or anything like that. But it is a consistent ruling. But last year, yes, I would agree with you. This year, not so much. You're kind of seeing that as a bin every time now, for the most part. Yes, I'll be live for the final tonight, Jess. I will be live for it, yeah. The World Cup final will be live for the Argentina taking on the España. Listen, Coates, Seri, Howard, Isako, Munster Hughes are a threat to the competition. Yeah, oh, sorry. Far longer Coates, Seri, Howard, Isako, Munster Hughes are a threat to competition. Yeah, but it is. Yeah, of course it is. Nugget says it's Clifford kicking. Brother, I've told you like 100 times so far, Clifford is not in the game. He's on the bench. Clifford is not in the game, bro. And all Spanish final is funny. I've answered you multiple times now, Nuggets. Clifford is not in the game. He's on the bench. Okay, guys. So, he has signed with the Broncos for 1 year. Start and fin career in Brisbane. Good stuff. Well, there you go. Yes, so that is correct. XXX years after the Broncos next year. Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot that was confirmed. No, you're right, Nuggets. Especially, I don't know why they dropped Clifford. Thought he had been pretty solid this season. I agree. I 100% agree. But right now, it's working for them as they're up 10-6 in a close game. Dolphins at the 50. They go to the left-hand side of Nick Rima, short ball, Lemwelu. And Lemwelu's going to be at the 35 now in fit tackle. Is Carlfeld kicking? No, I think it was Tommy Dearden, wasn't it? Who was kicking for the Cowboys? I can't remember. And Farnworth! Oh, no, I don't know. He's going to check this. He's going to check it. It's Scott Drinkwater kicking, sorry. Scott Drinkwater's kicking. I think it's a no try, but Herbie Farnworth was pretty confident that he got this ball down. So he goes up for it here. Farnworth gets a clean catch. That's completely fine. Over the top of Drinkwater. Yeah, he does pull the backwards into his own body. Yeah, it's fine. There's nothing wrong with the catch. No touch from Scott Drinkwater playing on here. Herbie Farnworth. This is the moment here. You can't even see it. You still can't see it. Dearden's there again, by the way. Oh, they're saying maybe knock on. I just heard the referee say something. You can't even see the ball. It's going to go really close, but you can't see the ball. He's had a good go at the line here, but this is close. Like, I'm pretty certain it touches the turf, but does it touch the line here? And you're going to get a clear angle to show it. Nah. I don't know. I think he may. I don't know if you can guarantee this, though. I don't know if you can guarantee this. You can't overrule this, Lily. I would assume maybe, though. Ball carrying arm stays up. I think the bunker's going to call no try here. I think they're going to go on-field call. This is a tough call. Like, you can't guarantee that's at the line. Oh, dude. I think it does, but I just don't know if you can overturn a call. 50-50. Well, if it's a 50-50, then it has to be the no try then. Oh, there's a calling of knock on here from the referee. Yeah, you're not going to be able to overturn it. 50-50 means you have to have conclusive evidence as a try. Like, you can see that there, but Grant Atkins has called this as a knock on. You can't, this is not definitive evidence. You have to call this a no try. You have to call it inconclusive. You have to call it inconclusive. There's no conclusive evidence here. Yeah. Correct call, bunker. It's inconclusive, no try. They're going to say, oh, yeah, his love decision was lost. It's actually going to be Cowboys ball at 10. So it's the correct call. It is. I know Dolphins fans will find that hard to deal with, but it was the correct call. There's no clear and conclusive evidence to overturn the on-field call. If they had called it as a try on the field, they would have called it as a try. That camera angle from behind the goal was the one he clearly cocked up. He has one job. Well, the bunkers supported the on-field decision because the referee called it as a knock-on. And I think there was maybe slightly enough evidence to call it on the line, but I also think maybe not as well. There's no way you could overturn the on-field call. Walkinshaw says that's by try. No, it's not. You can't overturn the on-field call there. There's no guaranteed evidence. And again, Grant Atkins said it was a knock-on. So even if you see the ball touch the line there, what about the fact that the referee has already called it as a knock-on? And this is what we're saying. He's already called it as a no try. You can understand why the referee from his position has called it as a no try. It's a 50-50, but because the referee's called that, you can't guarantee to overturn it. You can't call that as a try. It's not possible. Because you can't 100% without a doubt certainty say that was a guaranteed try, especially considering the referee said there was a knock-on. If he didn't say there was a knock-on and he maintained possession, they probably would have called that as a try. But they claimed that he knocked it on, and we didn't get any angle to show whether he knocked it on or not. That's where the Herbie grounded it. Sure, but we didn't get an angle to knock on Jeremiah Nene here, so Dolphins ball to 38. Sure, even if he maintains possession and grounds it, the referee called it as a knock-on. Has the word momentum ever been used more than it has been this weekend? Well, I'm sure it has, but you're all right. Now, momentum has nothing to do with that either, just before. Just then, there's no like double movement or anything like that. I thought the rule was benefit of the doubt goes to the attacking team. No, that was like 15 years ago. 10, 15 years ago was when it would come up benefit of the doubt on the screen. It's not benefit of the doubt anymore. It's you have to conclusively say the call was wrong. So if you call it no try, you have to have 100% conclusive evidence to say that that is definitely a wrong call and it's definitely a try compared to the no try called on field. And the same thing goes vice versa on the other side to call it a no try if it's called a try on field. And Mason will be taken down here at the 35 on second tackle. So no, 10, 15 years ago, yes. 10, 15 years ago, yes. Not nowadays. Benefit of the doubt was rid of ages ago. Ages ago. Second tackle at 33. They go right-hand side. And Tom Gilbert's going to be at the 25. Third tackle. They go to the left to Nicarima. Herbie Farnworth runs straight into Reid Marnie and rocks him. He gets the offload away to Bradley Schneider. Schneider steps back onto the inside. He's still going here. It's an obstruction if he doesn't go down. He does go down. Fourth tackle, 3 minutes to go in the first half. They go out to the right. Donald Hughes, short ball. Kafusi. I would have argued that was a forward pass, but it's going to be a try here for Kafusi. I would love to see that pass back, but this will be a try here for Felice Kafusi. That's either a perfect pass or it's forward. But it will be a try for Felice Kafusi. I'd really love to see this try get this pass again, though. This is either the best pass you're ever going to see or it's forward. Reid Marnie got rocked by Herbie Farmworth, though. I want to see this pass again, however. 10-10 with a kick to come. It should be 12-10 any moment now. The Dolphins should be getting this, especially with the Sarko. Oh, it's probably flat. It's probably flat. It's probably a good try. It's probably flat there. It's probably a good try. I'm okay with it. Try confirmed. It's probably about to be 12-10 because the Sarko shouldn't be missing this. Like, neither team's been exceptional here, but it is a very, very close game and a very, very important game too. One for the Bald lads there. Yeah, Sharks would be jealous. Cronulla Sharks would be jealous. A Bald man score, but it wasn't one for their team. They would be jealous right now, the old Cronulla Sharkies. All right, 10-10 with 2 minutes to go here of the first half. It is 10 points to 10. Come on, big boys. Isako will get the kick. It will be 12-10 to the Dolphins with a minute and a half to go of the first half. 12-10. It's a Suncorp, I say try it. Thank you, Mitchell. By the way, Mitchell, I genuinely was saying yesterday, I don't know if you were here for the stream, I can't remember, but I was saying, like, I feel for you. As Tigers fan. You would have seen my Instagram post anyway. You would have seen my Instagram post. Actually, I should shout it out right as we speak, by the way, guys. Don't forget, tomorrow, first BKR travel video from Kazakhstan. We'll be over on BKR Travel in the pinned comments. If you haven't subscribed over there yet, go to the pinned comment and subscribe. First video from Kazakhstan out tomorrow. But I was saying I genuinely feel for Tigers fans, bro. I do. I know how it feels. Felice Kafusi brings his ball to the 20. First tackle. Reckon Sharks players get a tinge on the head when other baldies score? They do, for sure. They really do. Of course they do. Marnie got rocked by Herbie. Yeah, he did. The wannabe Christian Tuipolotu with the money celebration. I've never heard that. Wannabe Christian Tuipolotu. Out to the right. Finifiaki could have had a Miso break it away there, but he couldn't get the offload away. And now they'll go right inside Max Plath. Max Plath, great run. Cowboys are falling apart a little bit right now. Fair tackle at 22. Last tackle. You got to hold out here, Cowboys. 70-meter gain. They're falling away at the moment. Herbie Farmer coming through. I think that's a knock-on from the Dolphins. Knock-on from Dolphins. Cowboys ball at 10. That was the best grass cutter I've seen in years last night. Best grass cutter you've seen in years? What are you referring to again? I wish I knew Clifford wasn't in. Screwed me. You got to look at the team lights before you make bets, bro. 15 seconds to go here. Reid Marnie. By the way, if you're Manly, you are massively getting behind the Dolphins here today. Actually, no, you don't give a shit whoever wins, really. You just don't want to draw. How was Latu Finu and Dewey getting suspended? I thought it was excessive. I haven't even seen suspensions from the game. Oh my... Oh, he's offside. Yeah, Kurt Donahue got the intercept, but he'll be called for offside. He'll be not square. Penalty here for the Cowboys. Where's Cobbo getting there, my friend? Trav New. He's in the game. A tackle on Thompson. Oh, true. Okay, yeah. By the way, how good was the Alex 12 slap up? A guy who never does that. That was a good hit on Jamin Salmon. That was a good hit. That was some good crack that. So Cowboys last chance the first half here. Dearden right hand side. Jackson Purdue kicks his ball down for Braden Burns. Hamiso should get it. And Hamiso will just get taken down to the 20. And that, my friends, is where the first half will finito. Will finito there. So half times, the Dolphins come back from 10-0 down to make it 12-10. This is what they do, though. 12 not mucking around. You're not mucking around, Seb. But half time, and the Dolphins lead 12-10 in a very, very damn well close one right now. A lot still at play as we speak. But let's get into the halftime stats. And let's read all about them. Then I have to run up to the bathroom, actually, because I haven't had any break in between the last game and this one. But the Dolphins 12, Cowboys 10. This is Suncorp Stadium in Brisbane. Try scorers for the Dolphins, Jermaine Sarko and Felice Kafusi with 2 from 2 on the conversions. They scored both their tries in the last 10 minutes there. Whilst the Cowboys, Tom Dearden and Jeremiah Nene with Scotty Drinkwater and getting 1 from 2 on the conversions. Now you move to the Possession, it's 53% possession to the Dolphins, 47% possession to the Cowboys. So pretty equal there, but slightly in favour of the Dolphins. Actually, guys, I'm going to quickly run off the bathroom because I haven't had any form of a break. So I'm running off the bathroom. I'll be back in just a few moments. Hit that thumbs up button, subscribe for new round here, and then I'll read through the stats when I get back. We're back. All right, let's get through these stats at halftime. As the Dolphins lead at 12 points to 10. Now, 13 minutes and 55 seconds here for the Dolphins. 13 minutes and 1 second there for the Cowboys. That is close enough to 27 minutes of gameplay here, which is pretty healthy. 25 minutes is the threshold, obviously. They're at 27, so you're pretty happy with that one. Completion rate, 80% is what you're looking for. 72% here for the Dolphins, 16 from 22. That is not good enough. You need to be looking at the 80% mark, a minimum of 75, but you need to be looking at the 80%. Whilst the Cowboys are at 76%, so at least they got a minimum of 75, but they're still not quite at the 80. 13 from 17, so both teams aren't completing the ball at a great rate right now. Now, runs-wise, 92 runs for the Dolphins. You're looking for 920 metres here. They're at 829, so they're 91 metres behind the 10 metres in average per run that you're looking for. It's within that 100-metre threshold on the just inside of it. It's okay there for the Dolphins. You'd like more, but it's okay. The Cowboys, on the other hand, they're 14 runs less with 78 runs. You're looking for 780 runs here. So you're looking for 780 run metres from 78 runs. They're at 696. So that means they're 84 metres behind the 10 metres in average per run that you're looking for. So the Cowboys are slightly doing more with the ball than the Dolphins when they've got it. They're just 14 runs behind. If you gave them those 14 runs, it's probably about 835, 840, I would probably say, for the... Yeah, it'd be about 840 or so for the Cowboys, which would be about 10 metres above the Dolphins if they had the same amount of ball. So equal-ish, still Cowboys slightly favour, but on pure merit, the Dolphins are currently up by 135 run metres, or 133 run metres. Now, post-contact metres, 273 here for the Dolphins, 231 there for the Cowboys. I would probably like a little bit more post-contact there from the Dolphins, considering the 92 runs. But with that being said, they're up by 50, 40, 50, 60, 70, yeah, 40 odd post-contact meters with 14 less runs. I could see it being around about the same. I could see Cowboys being a very similar level there of 270, 275 or so. Now, line breaks, 4 for the Dolphins is healthy. 1 for the Cowboys is quite low. Tackle breaks, 29 tackle breaks for the Dolphins is crazy. Cowboys, your defense has not been up to scratch here today in terms of missed tackles. That is insane, 29 tackle breaks. Whilst the Cowboys have only had 11 tackle breaks in this game, which is very good defense from the Dolphins. Now, average set distance, 25 metres and below is pathetic to the streamer. Of 25 to 30 is disgusting. 30 to 35 is underwhelming. 35 to 40 is hitting the marker. 40 to 45 is great. 45 to 50 is fantastic, and 50 plus is basically perfect. Dolphins at 37.69. That is hitting the job, hitting the marker, doing what they need to do. It's not exceptional, but it is okay. Whilst the Cowboys at 40.97 is in the great category. They're about 3 to 4 metres above where the Dolphins are at right now. They're in the great. Dolphins are into just doing the job category. Play the ball speed on an average. 3.19 seconds below is extremely fast. 3.2 to 3.39 is fast. 3.4 to 3.59 is average. 3.6 to 3.79 is slow. 3.8 and above is extremely slow. 3.47 seconds here for the Dolphins is on the average category, whilst 3.6 seconds for the Cowboys is in the slow category, off by 0.13 to what the Dolphins are currently playing at. So Cowboys slow, Dolphins normal rate. Now offloads 5 for the Dolphins is getting up there. 1 is low for the Cowboys. You go to the kick defusal, 80% here for the Dolphins, 0% for the Cowboys. And then we go down to the effective tackle percentage. And yikes, Cowboys, this is awful. So 85% and below on an effective tackle percentage is awful. 85% to 88% is underwhelming. 88% to 90% is hitting the marker. And 90% and above is basically perfect. Dolphins, 92.66%. That is incredible. 164 tackles made is in the typical range of 160 to 180, so average range. 12 missed tackles is below the average of 15 to 17, and 1 ineffective tackles is below the average of 5 to 7. So 13 bad tackles through a typical range of 164 is fantastic for a 92.66% percentage there for the Dolphins, whilst for the Cowboys, 81.68%. 81.59% now. It's even gone further down. 164 tackles, mate. That's awful, by the way, percentage-wise. 164 tackles is the same amount of tackles as the Dolphins in the average category of 160 to 180. 29 missed tackles is insane. That's 12 above the highest average of 15 to 17, and 8 ineffective tackles is 1 above the average of 5 to 7. So you've got both teams making exactly 164 tackles here. But yet, the Dolphins have 12 missed tackles. The Cowboys have nearly triple that at 29. 29 missed tackles to the Cowboys to 12 when they've both made the same amount of tackles. And the ineffective tackles, the Cowboys have 8, above the average of 5 to 7, whilst the Dolphins have 1. So you've got 13 bad tackles for the Dolphins through the same 164 tackles made as the Cowboys 164 tackles made for 37 bad tackles in that half. Cowboys, that wasn't good. How they're only down by 2 is perplexing. The Dolphins should have killed them in that first half with those stats. Now, in regards to errors, 3 and below is really good, 4 to 6 is average, and 7 above is awful. 6 errors for both these teams here, higher end of the average. Penalties conceded, 3-3. That's quite high for both teams. Ruck infringements, 2-1 against the Cowboys, and then 1-0 on report against the Cowboys. Overall, I think the Dolphins would be really disappointed they're only up by 2. I think they'd be really disappointed they are only up by 2 in this game, because those stats suggest that they should be killing this. Those stats suggest they should be killing this right now. Yeah. So, look, I would say the Dolphins should go and win this game. And I did tip the Dolphins 1-12. I could see, well, they win 13 plus from here. Cowboys need to really turn this around, because right now, when you're looking at this, right now, you're feeling a little bit concerned for what they're doing. You're feeling a little bit concerned overall. But there is a long way to go here still. A long, long way to go. And we'll see how it all pans out. But, yeah, the Dolphins are up 12-10, and they should be going on with this a little bit more. Gary's just seen Turbo out with another hamstring injury. Yeah, he did do his hammy relatively early on in that game, which is frustrating to see. Really frustrating to see that one. Ezekiel says Turbo out with the hamstring injury. Yes, he went off in the game. Salmon was pulling strings on 12. Salmon is not that great of a player, bro. Bulldogs would be far better without a guy like Jamin Salmon. He's okay, but he's not fantastic. Ricky Stewart trying to sign 12 as we speak. Yep, exactly right. Trey One says, coming to Cobbo. Ty says, nice Titans win. No, it was good. It felt nice to, get a nice little win. We should have won last week too, and obviously the Bulldogs game we weren't good enough, but against the Panthers, obviously we've got to win. We've been a lot better recently, so it's feeling really good at the moment, where you're just feeling a bit positive about next year. Tiger was looking forward to your travel vlog, brother. Yeah, tomorrow comes out, 5 p.m. your time. So about midday for me. No, it should be good, man. I'm looking forward to you guys seeing all of what Kazakhstan has to offer over on the BKR travel vlogs. The first video is really like an intro video, where it's like my first 48 hours, where it's not like a vlog per se. It's more like showing you my first reaction. So I'm like, for example, I'm walking around the city area here while showing a couple things, but ultimately it's more about like speaking about the differences between Australia and Kazakhstan and my first impressions of being here in Almaty and all that kind of stuff. So the second video is where I'm actually going out into the mountains to go have a local lunch at a really nice place out in the beautiful mountains of Almaty. I'm going on a local bus to get out there as well, which is going to be really cool. That'll be next Monday though. And showing you Besh Barmak, which I haven't had yet. I've been deliberately saving it for when when that's on, when I can go and do that. And yeah, I'm really excited for that one. Then after that, it'll be about the safety and all that kind of jazz. And then there's also a sporting vlog that will be coming up as well. So yeah, we've got a lot planned over there, man. A lot planned. I'm looking forward to getting it out tomorrow. Trace says, what was the reason Cubbo was put at centre instead of wing this game? Well, because they want Tavita Nafahu there. Tavita Nafahu is definitely a winger. And they've got Jermaine Sarko. So they've got Avarillo, who is, I feel like he must be injured right now. He must be injured. So that would be why. And you'd be putting Selwyn and Tavita Nafahu into the centres. Oh, and Bostock is out. Bostock is out of this game. So yeah, that is a big loss for them. He's just out in general, but they've got no Sakatoa and no Jack Bostock. Bostock wasn't there last week as well. So it's just because Cubbo can play centre more than what Tavita Nafahu can do, because Jake Everillow's not there and also Bostock's not there. But even if Bostock was there, you'd probably be seeing Selwyn Cubbo into the centres regardless. Like a full-strength Dolphins backline would be Hamiso, Jermaine, Herbie, Selwyn, Jack Bostock, and Nicarima Isakatoa. They've just got the two guys out there. Two guys. I don't think Avarillo would be starting over Cubbo in the centres. We're still waiting for the second half. Well, at least it's the close game. And like we said, we thought this would be a close game. It always should have been a close game. With the fact that these two teams are really fighting to establish themselves in that top 8. It's actually going to be pretty close, Sam. I don't know if you're still watching, Sam, but our Supercoach draft matchup will actually be pretty close. Avarillo is injured, but he gets put in Q Cup regardless. Yeah, Avarillo wouldn't be starting. Wouldn't be starting. I was really let down by Nathan Cleary today, this round in Supercoach draft. Really let down by him. He only got 38 points when typically you would have expected him to get like 100 against the Bronx, but only 38 points there. I would have had this matchup won. Like, I've got 723. He's got 509. But he's got Hamiso, captain, Helam Lukey, and Murray Talangi. He just needs a couple of tries and he can win that. Do you like IPA beer? I don't drink anymore. Miss cold IPA. I just enjoyed a beer, but I'm not a big drinker. Like, when I was in Thailand, oh my gosh, I was too much of a drinker. But I'm not a huge drinker. I just did this because when the Titans win, I usually enjoy a beer here on the channel. And I'm just trying a local beer. I don't know if this is Russian or if it's Kazakhstani. I don't know if it's... I think it might be Russian. I think it may be Russian. Because I can see RU here. Obviously, it's very difficult to read where this is from. I'm pretty certain it's Russian. I'm pretty certain. A lager, man, this is all in... this is all in Russian, bro. I couldn't tell you anything about this. I couldn't tell you anything. It is quite literally all... Oh, there's got Kazakhstan. It's got KZ there. Oh, no, that's just saying that's in Kazakhstani and that's in Russian. Shit, I don't know, man. I don't know anything about this. All I know is that... Actually, how do you say alcohol? How do you say alcohol in Russian? English to Russian. We'll be able to find out now because it's got like unk there. So I don't know if that's Russian or Kazakh. Alcohol. Okay, so that looks Russian. What if is it different if it's Kazakh? Is it different if it's Kazakh? Hold on. Here we go. Oh, it's the same thing, bro. That doesn't help at all. At all. They both look the same thing. Different guy to Coke. Yeah, well, Titans won, mate. So we're enjoying a random beer here from Kazakhstan. Avarillo will be a superstar next year at the Tigers. Oh, yeah, I've heard that before, Peter. Yeah, I've heard that story before, mate. I've watched this Netflix show. Saying that plenty of times. Seen that on repeat. Yeah, this player's going to be a superstar next year at the Tigers. Is he, Peter? Is that right? All right, second half is about to start here. And I'm thinking, I think it's the Cowboys who start for the ball. Can your phone translate if you can take a picture of it? It can. But again, I don't think there's anything here to actually... Like, Russian and Kazakh is very similar. Like, it's very, very similar. But either way, like... It's just a random green bit, really. Anyway, second half of start here. Hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you're new around here. Helam Lugie takes the ball to 20 on first tackle. Playing Hey Jude at the game. Yeah. You know that it's got nothing. You do realise that's a big song around the world. It's not just Jude Bellingham. Song's been around since probably... the song's probably been around since before Jude Bellingham was alive. When did that song come out? And now I'll be fit tackled here. You know it's a pretty big song, mate. Yeah, mate, Tigers turn people into superstars. Massive superstars, the Tigers. Tigers, massive. Kick it up here. That's a drop ball from Asako, but it goes backwards. It'll be first tackle for the Dolphins at the 20. Actually, do we have some good matchups next week? I should actually quickly go and have a look at what the matchups are next week, because this is the last game of the round. So next week, Thursday, Eels, Panthers. Yikes, Eels. Then Knights, Roosters on Friday. Might be interesting, that game, actually. Rabbitohs, Storm. Might be interesting. Raiders, Tigers, yikes. Similar positions, though. But yikes. In Canberra. Bulldogs and Warriors. Could be a good game, but I still think the Wars should just win that game. That's a 6 again here for the Dolphins. And they get the offload away. They're at the 30. And it's going to be... They're still going here. Kurt Donahue. He'll be at the 28 on 0 tackle. And then you got Cowboys, Broncos, good. Titans, Dragons, yikes. And then Manly, Sharks. That could be good. That's a really interesting game. Manly need a win. Nicarima taking it out of the 10 on second tackle. Recorded a year after I was born. Yeah, it's been around for a little while, mate. A little while. Dragons versus Titans. Yeah, well, I got to go on the Mad Dragons podcast this week and talk. I'm glad that I'm finally going on that podcast after a Titans win. I swear every time I go on that podcast, the Titans have lost the week prior. Every single time. So this will be the first time the Titans have actually won before I go on that podcast. Short ball, Lemuelu. That's a penalty. High tackle to the Dolphins. So I'm glad that I can finally be happy before going on to it for once. I swear, every time. Then again, I was on it early this year and we did get a win, so... No matter what, we can't lose the 50-50 matchup. And like that win for the Titans today, I just can't see the Dragons winning 3 more games than whatever the Titans can do. Like, we would have to essentially lose every game this season from here on out. Like, if the Titans win next week, it's game. Done deal. But if the Dragons win, like, you would still need to win an extra 2 games with the Titans and fix the points differential. And it's not like the Titans have an impossible stretch home. And again, most of them are at home. 5 out of our remaining 7 games are at Seabus. Third tackle. And they'll go left-hand side now to Bradley Schneider. Schneider to Donahue. Donahue to Gilbert. Gilbert's going to be at the 10. Why do they even need the music and ground announcer trying to rev up the crowd? So cringe. It happens with everyone, though. Fifth tackle now at the 3. Mainly with the Dolphins, though. But and you know why. Max Plath, Hamiso passes it out. I think he scored here. I think he scored Asako. I think Asako scored. He has scored. It is 16-10 with a kick to come. Asako is grabbing at his right shoulder here. I hope he's all right. He surely gets this. He surely gets that. It's close, though. I'm sure he gets it, though. It's a great try. Like, as he's completely on his side there. Here we go. This will show it. It's awful defense from Talangi. Oh, yeah, that's amazing. It's amazing that he scored that try, Asako. That's amazing. The Tigers make lots of superstars. The problem is they all end up signing with other clubs. Correct, Peter. So why would you then assume that the Tigers are he's gonna make it over a lower superstar? But is a try assist for Hamiso and try for Isako. And Cowboys, since that first 10-20 minutes, have really fallen off here in this game, and the Dolphins have had it too easy since, and this is what they can do. It's what they can do. 35 minutes to go here at this game. Titans' last 2 are home games. Wrong. Titans' last 3 are home games. Titans play 5 out of their last 7 at home. Their next away game is next week against the Dragons in the Gong. And then we get 2 home games, and then we play the Knights away, and then we have 3 home games in a row to finish off the season. I think one of them is against the Dolphins. One of them is against... Oh, shit, I can't remember. It's a big kick here from the sideline here for Jermaine Asako. And he will make the kick, and he'll make it an 8-point game. 18 points to 10 to the Dolphins with 35 minutes to go here of the game. Yeah, Dolphins, Rabbitohs, and Sharks at home. So Sharks, Rabbitohs, Dolphins are our last 3 games in a row at home. We've got Dragons away, Warriors at home, Cowboys at home, Knights away, Sharks at home, Rabbitohs at home, Dolphins at home. Oh, it's Cogra. Yeah, same thing. I know it's not the same thing, but you know what I mean. I was just saying away. Gong, Cogra, same thing to me. Even though it's not. Yeah, we have one. Oh, we also have an away game against the Wilders in 2 weeks at Seabus. You're right. Yes. Yes. Beautiful, beautiful. All right, so Felice Kofusi, he will get this ball to the 20 on first tackle. And they go out to the right. And now Kaneli Lemuelu. No, that's Finifimiaki. He'll be the 30. Max Plath. He'll now be the 35 on third tackle. And now Tom Gilbert's going to be at the 45 on fourth tackle. Sarko man of the match for me. Yeah, Sarko's been good. But, bro, there's 34 minutes to go here to game. Still only an 8-point game here. And Max Plath. And I'll give it across here for Murray Salonga to catch this ball at the 5, and he'll be taken down 7 meters away from the line, first tackle. Yeah, Cowboys have to be next to score here. If the Dolphins score next, this would probably be a game. But then again, the Cowboys came back from nowhere last week against Manly, but Manly have been looking schmozzily. That's a knock on for the Cowboys, and... Well, we'll see how this one pans out. This is looking like the Cowboys might be falling off a cliff here, son. Might be falling off a cliff of Runo right now. And it's a 0 tackle. Finifimiaki, 3 meters away on 0 tackle. Selwyn Cobbo gets it at the back now to Schneider. Tom Gilbert, and Gilbert's going to be at the 10. And roll it back here to Max Plath. Plath to Bradley Schneider. Schneider to Lemuelu. Lemuelu's going to be at the 4 on second tackle. Heaps of time. Long time, but they're also knocking the ball on the Cows. Schneider. Hamiso. There might be an obstruction here. Asako is going to get this ball. He's going to be taken over the side. No, he's not. His 10 meters out. You're lucky he didn't score because it probably would have been an obstruction on the inside. Third tackle. Hamiso at the 15. Off to Schneider. Then up to Kurt Donahue. Donahue, easy try for Tom Gilbert. That is as easy as you're going to... Oh, wow, he's actually... Yeah, he's still scored. He has. He's still scored there. Call it a try, Grant Atkins. It's a try, bro. It's a try into the post. And... No, they're going to go to the bunker. This is a try, though. It's 100% a try. I'm going to get into a 2v1 scrap next home game. Why? Why? MTB, you're going to get timed out, bro. This is not a channel for children, man. Please stop spamming. You're just dumb, bro. No one finds you funny with the spam, bro. His arm is still up. And will he get it down here, though? I'm pretty certain he got it down next. I swear he got this ball down, but maybe he doesn't. He's entitled to reach out here. Ball carrying arm is still up. Ground the boot. He's still allowed to keep moving here. It might be still up there. No, that's down. That's down. That's down. It's all in goal. I'm pretty certain that touches the ground. Yeah, the ball's touching the ground there, bro. You can see it. You can see it touching the ground. This is a try for Tom Gilbert. You can see the ball touching the ground right there. Maintain possession. Ball's on the ground. Correct call. Tom Gilbert will score, and it will be 22-10 with a kick to come. Well, Cowboys, you're lucky that the Titans beat Manly today. You are lucky that the Titans beat the old Manly momentum there. Momentum there. That is a nice little try. That is a nice little try there. For the kick. And I don't know if the Cowboys can come back from this. 40 points down now. And I don't know about you, Cowboys. I don't know, because that defense was absolutely horrific just then. And the Dolphins are coming home like a train, as they do. You will stay on scam, though, until next week, Dolphins. You will stay on scam until next week regardless, because you still lost 66-0 last week. But then again, you've got a bye next week. You do have a bye. Who is their next game, actually? In round 22, they will play the Dragons. Oh, boy. Isago gets the kick, and it will be 24 points to 10 with 31.5 minutes to go here in this game. Well, look, I've had fun this round regardless. Oh, no, my dad sent a message to me after I ripped in about the refereeing calls. That is the worst line I have ever seen. I'm on live right now, so I can't really say too much. But that is the biggest. Firstly, his leg isn't even behind the line, and that's a dodgy line as it is. So he is quite clearly on your dodgy line right there. Offside. What is that? I hope that wasn't you trying to prove that he was onside, because one, that line is so incorrect in terms of where Jamal Fogarty is kicking that ball from, but also secondly, both of his legs are not behind the line. So what are we doing here, bro? What are we doing here? But again, I'm going to go back to my live stream, but that is incredible, bro. That is incredible. Oh, dude. He's complaining about the refs. That's insane. That is insane. Oh, mate. Oh, no. Dad's trying to say that Manly were robbed. That's incredible. 30 minutes to go to the game here, folks. Hit that thumbs up button and subscribe if you're new around here. Seb's Cows are such a meh team. I've been saying it for a long time. Man. First tackle here, 6 again for the Cows at the 42. And now Tommy Chester, but they have come from behind a couple times this year. Yeah, I'll be live for Spain versus Argentina tonight. I will be live for the final. Third tackle that gets ball to the 35 on third tackle. Reed Marnie out to Jason Tamalolo, and Tamalolo is going to be at the 25 on fourth tackle. Lagan says 7 from 8 this round. Getting Panthers wrong isn't a bad loss, though. No, everyone would have gone Panthers. Tom Dearden out the back now to Drinkwater. Drinkwater gets it off here to Tommy Chester. Tommy Chester now 10 metres away from the line. Fifth tackle for the Cowboys. Cowboys, you need to score to get back into this game. Drinkwater. He puts this ball across. Knock on Dolphins. And penalty to the Cowboys. Knock on Dolphins and penalty to the Cowboys. Offside. I didn't get Panthers. Nobody tipped the Bronx, bro, besides Broncos fans. Nobody would have tipped the Bronx. I said that they'd be up for a crack, but I didn't think they'd win. I didn't think they would win. All right, so Sammy McIntyre. He'll get this ball now to the 4 on first tackle. 29 minutes to go this game. Reed Marnie. So Tom Dearden underneath to Lukey, and Lukey will get taken down now at the 5 on second tackle. Reed Marnie to Tom Dearden, then off to Jason Tamalolo, and Tamalolo is going to be 4 metres away, third tackle. Third tackle, 4 metres out. Reed Marnie goes out to Tom Dearden. Dearden drop ball by Persia, but he goes backwards. No, they're going to say knock on. Well, I'd challenge that. What, did that not just go simply backwards? Did that not simply just go backwards just then? Yeah, they're going to challenge this. 28 minutes to go. I'm pretty certain they will get a successful challenge here. Can I put the Dolphins? I think Dolphins would have been faves. I did tip the Dolphins. Tom Dearden at the 10. And then Purdue gets it there at the 13. Closer to the white line, which is 10 metres out. And that's going backwards the whole time. Yeah, it's clearly backwards. I don't know why they've called that as a knock-on. It's clearly going backwards. So mutual infringement. So we'll go back to the previous play of the ball. I don't know why Grant Atkins has called it as a knock-on. It was pretty clearly backwards the entire time. Pretty clearly backwards. 28 minutes left. Cowboys, you got to score soon, son. You got to score soon, Jimmy. So Cowboys are 5 metres away. Jason Taumalolo, they're setting up left here. It's third tackle. Need Dolphins to run away with it. Why? Didn't. Off to Jeremiah Nene. And Jeremiah Nene is 2 metres away from the line here. Fourth tackle. Reed Marnie. Goes out to Purdue. Didn't. Drink water. Quick pass. Lukey. Knock on there. That's a knock on. Knock on from Elam Lukey. And it will be Dolphins ball to 15. Can't challenge that one. That is blatantly a knock on. That is blatantly a knock on. Jeez, Cowboys. It's not looking pretty right now. 13 plus. Oh, because you've bet on them 13 plus, have you? Well, they probably do, man. The Cowboys are very just, you know what I mean? Like, they're just an team. They probably do just run away with this one, man. So 8 errors for the Cowboys, 6 for the Dolphins. The Cowboys in the second half have just not looked anywhere near pretty enough to be going on to come back in this one. Completion rate both at 74% for both these teams. Maxi Plath gets it off to Isako, and Isako now will be at the 25 on second tackle. Off to Lemuelu. Lemuelu out to the 35 on third tackle. Max Plath to Felice Kafusi, and Felice Kafusi is now at the 40 on fourth tackle. Max Platt and Nicarima underneath to Herbie Farnworth. Farnworth keeps on moving. Bradley Schneider. And Schneider now at the 50 on fifth tackle. Like, realistically, I don't see either of these teams doing it. Even if they made the finals, I don't see either of these teams really doing anything in the finals. But, like, with that being said, Cowboys are still not guaranteed a final spot. Like, them and Manly are in a pretty similar position right now. It's just that Cowboys were able to sneak a win last week. Cowboys are very lucky they won last week in that sneaky, because if Manly had have won that, they would be on the points the Cowboys are. The Cowboys would be where Manly are, but the Manly Seagulls have a massive points differential compared to the Cowboys, who have a minus 16. Now a minus 30. Great running from Sonny Luke out to the 45. Gets away from the tackle. He passes it off to Ruben Cotter, and Ruben Cotter is going to get the ball all the way to the 40 on the Dolphins side of the field. Dolphins could if they were on. They've conceded 66-0 and also lost to Manly by 52 points to 18 this year. They've already conceded 2 50 bombs, man. No team who has ever conceded 50 points has ever won the comp. So Hamiso will grab this ball to 11, and he will take it out to the 20 on first tackle. Manly just fell off. Well, it's a slump right now. They've just got to get themselves out of the slump pretty quickly. Second tackle back at the 25 here for the Dolphins. Roll it back to Nicarima. And Herbie Farnworth now to the 30. 7-1 in regards to line breaks for the Dolphins, by the way. 7-1. Not sure they win the comp. Could win a couple of games, though. Against who, though? Okay, maybe, I guess the Waz. Well, like, Isaiah Katoa comes back, sure. They did beat the Waz, technically. Nearly lost it, though. But did beat the Waz. I just don't think they beat the Panthers in the crunch of it all. I don't think they beat the Roosters in the crunch. I think Sharks Dolphins is interesting, but they also have been slapped 66-0. But Sharks Dolphins is interesting. I'd lean with the Sharks for obvious reasons, but like the Dolphins had beat them by a hefty amount earlier on this season in Cronulla. I think it was like 38-10 or something like that. It's their first really good win of the year. And so the Sharks still 50-50, even though they smacked them 66-0 last week. Who else is in the 8? Yeah, Manly wouldn't do Jack. Rabbitohs, I think Dolphins just win. Cowboys, we're seeing it right now. And the Knights, I would have the Dolphins to win full strength. safe to say Panthers will just win the comp. Well, it's not safe at the moment. No way. Hamiso will get that ball at the 30, and he might get away here. He is away here. He is away here. He is away here. And he'll get taken down to the 42 on first tackle. No, Panthers are not a safe bet, but I'm still thinking that they just get the job done. Hamiso, oh, no, that's going to be Herbie. Herbie's still going here. Herbie's still going here. Look at this lackluster defense from the Cowboys. Herbie's getting it all his way right now. Second tackle now at the 30. Will there be a World Cup final stream? I will be live for the World Cup tonight, yes. I will be live for Argentina versus Spain tonight. At the 20 for the Dolphins now. Marshall King gets it across. Kurt Donahue, Nicarima, quick passing. Tevita Nafahu. Nafahu back onto the inside. He'll be 5 meters out from the line. 4 tackle. If the Dolphins score here, it's as good as done this game. Nicarima at the 13. He'll go to short ball to Max Plath. He'll be 12 meters away from the line. Marshall King. He wanted to. Isako's corner. That's played out from the Cowboys. Sonny Luke gets the ball at the 15. That's nice there from Sonny Luke. He's actually been good since coming on. Where in the world are you right now? I am currently in Kazakhstan. I'm in Kazakhstan right now. In Almaty. If you want to know where I'm at all times, BKR Travel, man. Pinned comment. First Kazakhstan video is out tomorrow. Brad Schneider is not it. They need Katoa back. Schneider is not it, bro. He isn't it. We've known this for a while, though. 4 tackle. We've known this for a long time. He was okay at the Raiders. He was okay at the Panthers. But he was always depth option at Canberra. He was always depth option at Penrith. And he's a depth option here at the Dolphins. He's an okay depth option. He's actually a pretty solid depth option, considering that his level is still better than a lot of the other depth options. But Tevita Nafahu will grab this ball, hit the 15. And he's going to bring this ball all the way out to the 30 or so on first tackle. He's not the guy that you can rely on to be the guy. But he is, solid enough, He is solid enough to get you by. It's just what they're doing here. But, like I promise you, if the Dolphins played against the Panthers with Schneider, I tell you, we know who would win the masterclass there. Third tackle, and Finifiuiagi takes this ball out now to the 50 on 4 tackle. Out to the left to Nicarima. Farnworth, quick passing to Nafahu's away here. Nafahu's away here. Nafahu kicks the ball back onto the inside. Luckily for the Cowboys, they knock it dead. And it will be a dropout. Jeez, and Miso, he thought he was going to get a try there, but Murray Talangi will save the day and he will knock this ball dead. Yeah, Brad Schneider is a perfect example of a death play. Yeah, good enough to play, but he's not going to win your comp. Oh, that's so unlucky there for Hamiso. I thought that ball was bouncing back perfectly for him, but luckily Talangi gets back to knock this ball dead. Cowboys, are you there? Cowboys not there, Nuggets. Cowboys not there at the moment, sir. Not quite there as we currently speak. It's not all systems a go at the moment. 21 minutes to go here. And it will be Scott Drinkwater taking the shorty. Knocked back here from the Cowboys. They will get it. They'll get the short kick here, the Cows. With their ball at the 12. Brad Schneider was good at the Panthers. He was okay. He wasn't. I wouldn't say he was great. He was okay. 20 minutes to go of the game here, folks. Hit that thumbs up button and subscribe. Dolphins looking like they're going to walk away with this one. But there's still 20 minutes left here, so still time. Dolphins would go above the Knights into 5th position. Knights would drop into 6th position. Rabbitohs would drop into 7th position. Cowboys would stay in 8th position because Manly did lose to the Titans today. And they go to the right. To Jeremiah Nene. And Nene is going to be at the 45 on their own side of the field. 5th tackle. And now Tom Dearden's just going to put that ball up. Basic kick there. Hamiso should grab it easy at the 20. He does get at the 20. Passes this one off here to Nafahu. And Nafahu will just get this ball to the 35 now on first tackle. Nicarima to Farnworth. And Farnworth will be at the 40 on second tackle. I think Cowboys will lose some attack with losing Drinkwater. Main focus has to be on defense. I promise you, the Cowboys next year are going to be far lower than what they are this year. I don't think the Cowboys have got a positive trajectory, man. I really don't. Nugget says, I'm loving your streams. Appreciate you, bro. We're live for every single game. We'll be live for every single game. We have not missed a single game of Rugby League this year. We will not miss a single game of Rugby League this year. Still got the rest of this season, plus the finals, plus the Rugby League World Cup to come this year. I picked the Panthers and Warriors to make the 2026 Grand Final. Thank you, Elijah, for your deeply analytical thought process of predicting first and second to get into the Grand Final, one of which is the team that you support. I'm so surprised in your prediction. I'm so surprised. Thank you for that analytical thought process. So, fourth tackle, he's lost the ball there, and Cowboys ball at the 50. Cowboys ball at the 50. Farnworth knocks the ball on. And it'll be Cowboys ball 50 minutes out, but the Dolphins will challenge this call. So on and off the Cowboys, if they were an NBA team, they'd be going to set game 7 every time. Penalty fast, second last special. Go to game 7 every time. Oh, that could easily be done in 5. Like they'll win a game or 2, maybe they're 6. He's just lost the ball there. That's just a loose carry. Oh, he is moving his hand around though. It does touch the ball of Helam here. This might be a penalty / knock on against Lukey. 1 second. Let's just wait for this challenge, Sam, then I'll give you an honest mathematical answer, which you probably won't like. He is playing for this ball there. Look at him moving his arms around. Touches the right hand of Lukey. Oh, so they're going to say knock on from Helam Lukey here. They will say knock on Helam Lukey. Successful challenge for the Dolphins. So if Titans somehow win every game left, is top 8 plausible? So plausible is not the right answer. But in terms of mathematical chances, so you need 13 wins to get into the top 8. You need to be on 32 points. So that means that with the Titans being on 16, they've already played all 3 of their buys. They would need to get another 8 wins. So if they won 8 in a row, they would be on 32, but their points differential's not great. But yes, if they went and won 8 games in a row, then technically, mathematically, they could still be in the comp. But like realistically, bro, no. Realistically, no. But they 13 wins is still technicnically, mathematically possible. 7 Cabo is going to bring this ball now to the 45 on first tackle. Got to go on a 2020 run. It's even more than that. I think we won like 5 games in a row or 6 games in a row back then. Like, again, it's just not happening. Actually, no, it's not possible. There's only 7 games to go after this, isn't there? Yeah, there's only 7 rounds to go. No, 32 points is mathematically impossible. We can't win 8 more games from 7 games. No, 30 points is the highest we can get, and I promise you 32 is going to be the minimum. 34 is the potential, but 30 is going to be way too low. Hamiso taken down here at the 10 on fifth tackle. They roll it back to Marshall King. He'll get it across now. And they'll put that Schneider up into Herbie Farnworth. Good catch there from Scott Drinkwater. Oh, Tom Chester. That's actually a 7 tackle set for the Cowboys. That's a great catch there from Tommy Chester. A lot of pressure on as well. And Braden Burns will get away out to the 35 on 0 tackle. Huge. Why is the Rugby League World Cup final at Lang Park and not a core? Because Suncorp is far better than a core. Yeah, sure, it's 30,000 less seats, but Suncorp is the home of Rugby League. Everyone knows Suncorp's the best stadium in the game. Second tackle now at the 45 on the Dolphins side of the field. I understand that it's less ticket sales, but also the Rugby League World Cup final was at Suncorp for 2008 as well when New Zealand beat Australia. Right hand side here, Braden Burns at the 20 at the 15 on third tackle. Got to score soon here, cows. Got to score soon. And they'll go out to the left-hand side, Reuben Cotter. And Reuben Cotter, he is going to be 5 metres away from the line, 4 tackle. 4 tackle. They give it out to Dearden. Oh, I thought he was going to go through there. 5th tackle, 8 metres out. Go open side here, Sonny. Yeah, he does. Jackson Purdue, Drinkwater. They kick this ball across here. Braden Burns coming through. Tavita Nafahu. Great take, though, and the Dolphins will get taken down here. Back into the in goal. Now it's a penalty, Dolphins. He's already gone down to the ground, then he can drag back. Helam Lukey's been giving away a few penalties over these last few moments. He's costing the Cowboys a little bit over these last moments. Helam Lukey. Giving away a few. But 17 minutes to go here. Do you think that this year there is a big gap between the best and worst teams when compared to previous seasons? Why? Panthers have lost games that you wouldn't expect. Panthers lost to the Titans of all teams. Warriors struggled to beat the Dragons. The Sharks have lost awful games. The Roosters have lost awful games. why is there a massive gap? Like, realistically speaking, 8th position right now in the Cowboys. No, sorry, 6th position in the Rabbitohs is only... Well, no, 8th position in the Cowboys and Dolphins is only 3 wins off the top. Like, okay, sure, Titans are actually 8 wins away from first, like in 16th. So, like, that's a lot. But at the end of the day, like, technically speaking, the Raiders, the Storm, the Bulldogs, we know how awful their seasons have been. Like, they're only 5 wins off of the Panthers at this point of the year. Usually you'd see like 8 wins for outside the top 8 to be from first position. So, no, I will say there's been far worse years. Dolphins knock this ball back to Cobbo. Cobbo then flicks it off here to Nene. And Nene's going to get this ball at 33 on first tackle. Sam says, I hope he wins Supercoach. Why? What's the score looking like? I would assume it would be close because, like, Nathan Cleary disappointed me so greatly this week, man. I know it was like a 300 or 250 point gap, but you had Hamiso captain and there at left hand side, knock on Braden Burns. I know that you had Hamiso captain, you had Helam Lukey, and you also had, who was the other one? Murray Talangi. Talangi's not done much here today. Lukey's been giving away a few penalties recently, but Hamiso, he got a try assist before. What's the score looking like? Like, are you looking to win or am I looking to win, or how close it would is it? Actually, I'll go have a look. 723 to 628. No, it's still there for you. If Hamiso scores a try, it's still there for you. 100 points needed from 3 plays, 15 minutes left. It's still there. Why would you want me to win, though, Sam? Well, to be fair, you know I deserve to be in the finals. You know I do. It's ridiculous that we're even talking like this. By the way, who were you talking about in regards to the message you sent me on Facebook before? Deary me. So Dolphins now beat the 45 on first tackle. Keep you alive. I shouldn't have to even be in this conversation. Second tackle at 45 now for the Dolphins. Cowboys just have, like, they've had little moments of maybe something's coming up, but then they just throw the ball away. Third tackle now. Like, Nathan Cleary was so disappointing this week, Supercoach-wise. He only got like 38 points or something like that. Like, Talangi, you can expect that to come, with all due respect. But Nathan Cleary, you would have been expecting like 40. Not 40, but like 100. Oh, okay. Nikarima, Hamiso. Well, that should have been, play on. I don't know why Hamiso just... Okay, so Hamiso got taken down here at the 25 on fifth tackle. Why did he sacrifice there? So Nikarima to Bradley Schneider. I predicted Spain to win the tournament before the tournament, so I'll go with Spain still, but I will always be hesitant about tipping against Messi, Jojo. I'm just looking forward. I will be live for the World Cup final tonight between Spain and Argentina. Braden Burns brings the ball to the 10. Oh, okay. What do you mean, oh, okay? Oh, I know what you mean now. Go to Zach Labert. Labert at the 20. Supercoach will be bad for a lot of people. Cleary was very underwhelming. Yeah, I didn't captain him. I captained Keanu. I think, what did Keanu end up getting, Sam? Like, probably like a 60, 70 on. Wasn't amazing. He could have had a couple of tries, but they just didn't pass him the ball at the right time. Quick passing, Braden Burns. He's away here at the 40, the 45. Good run, though. Fifth tackle. But we're talking Supercoach draft here, JJ. We're not talking about Supercoach normal. So, like, Supercoach draft where you can only one person can have one player kind of deal. Hamisa's going to pass that ball across here to Asako. So, like, I'm the only one with Cleary. Sam, who I'm going up against, he's, like, the only one who has Hamisa kind of deal. 140 on Supercoach, on captain. Okay, so 70. Yeah, that's not too bad. I would have liked a little bit more. Again, he could have had a massive day if they had passed him the ball. Like, for example, Jojo, if he had found Keanu on the try he scored, like, he would have been on for a massive day. There was also a couple other times he was super close. Third tackle now for the Dolphins. But, you know, we take it. Marshall King with a good run here to the 40. Still going. It'll be the 45 on fourth tackle. 12 minutes to go here of the game. And Flegler. How's Rihanna and Amy's matchup going, Sam? And also Luke's. Because I need them to lose. So Murray Talangi catches this one at the 10. And then he'll get taken down at about the 13 on first tackle. And they'll go quick play here. Jackson Purdue at the 25. Probably could have used a guy like Jake Clifford to mentor the middle of the field here today as a 7, Cowboys. Tom Chester, great run to the 43 on third tackle. And they go out to the right to Tommy Dearden. And Dearden taken down here. That's a high tackle penalty. Cowboys, you got to score now, though. High tackle penalty against Thomas Flegler. Cowboys will get another chance to attack here. Down by 14 with 11 minutes to go. You have to score here. Oof, that's a high tackle from Flegler. Oof. Cowboys, you got to do something right now, man. You got to do something right damn well now, son of Jim. 10 minutes left here of the game, folks. Hit that like button. Subscribe if you're new around here. 24-10 currently to the Cowboys, and they have to find a way to score a try. They have to find a way right now. Their 4 mates out. That's a 6 again. So first tackle for the Cowboys. It's Ruben Cotter, and he's going to be 5-4. He's still moving here. 3 meters away from the line. First tackle. Back to Sonny Luke. They go out to Tom Dearden to Hillam Lukey, and then Lukey will be at the 8 on second tackle. No, 46.5. Or just you don't want 2 tries. Then they go out to the left. Tom Dearden. Jason Tamalolo, he'll be 5 meters out, third tackle. And give it to, Sonny Luke! Oh, no. That's an amazing try-saving tackle, and then he's knocked the ball on. Happy with the Titans. I'm happy with the Titans. Obviously, they still conceded 30, and Adam G was an absolute clown, but I'm happy with the Titans. I'm content is probably what I would more so say. I'm content with it. And yeah, I am happy that we win. But that's a great try-saving hit there from... Well, you're allowed to do that. He's allowed to come in and make a play at the ball here. Morgan Knowles is allowed... In a try-scoring play, you're allowed to knock the ball out. But what happens next? Because this could actually still be a try. I think this is a try, Cowboys. Who is this? Is this Drinkwater that comes through, or is it Purdue? It's Drinkwater. I think Drinkwater scored here because Knowles is allowed to hit this ball out. That's a Dolphins knock ball out, and a try-scoring play. It's allowed. So then I think Drinkwater puts this ball down. I think it's a try. It's playing the ball, yep. So does Drinkwater put this ball down? Yeah. Try-time Cowboys. Try-time Cowboys. It's 24-14 with the kick to come. Still plenty of time left here, Cows. Still plenty of time left. It's going to be a probably 8-point game here. Drinkwater will be the one to get it. Clear grounded by the Cowboys. Game back on here, baby. Game back on here, son of Jim. Try time for the Cowboys. All right, so 10 minutes to go here this game, and the Cowboys will be down by probably 8 points. It's a good effort by Knowles. Unlucky. It is unlucky. It's the correct call, but it's good effort from Knowles. He can't really do too much about that. Ball could have gone anywhere. He has to make a play because Sonny Luke probably scores. To be fair, Cowboys did this last week. He just hung around and then found a way to sneak it. Scotty Drinkwater gets it. It's 24-16 with 10 minutes to go. 24-16 with just under 10 minutes to go here. Sonny Luke, so close to getting over the line. All right, Cowboys, what can you do here? What can you do here, son? Come on now. Make more of a game. Let's score another try here, Cows, and really send this to the last bit. So Dolphins will kick this ball away, and the Cowboys will receive it at the 2. Scotty Drinkwater to Griffin Neem, and Griffin Neem's going to be at the 15 now on first tackle. Now give it up to Drinkwater. Drinkwater then to Murray Talangi. Talangi now taken down to the 25 on second tackle. To be fair, Talangi hasn't done much today. They haven't really been able to get to the ball to him. Does have him written as a try written all over this. Give it to Jason Tamalolo. This is a good set here, though. They're at the 50, the Cowboys. They need to really try and force a mistake out of the Dolphins here. Jeez, Dolphins, if you found a way to lose this from here, it'd be so detrimental. Tommy Dearden, Drinkwater, gives it out here to Tom Chester. Chester sets back onto the inside. He's still going here. And he'll be at the 25 on fit tackle. 9 minutes to go. 9 minutes to go here. Tom Dearden, he'll put that ball up here. It's going to be Zach Labour coming through. That's knock on here from the Cowboys. Knock on from the Cowboys, and the Dolphins will get the ball at the 10. And we'll get this ball at the 10 with 8.5 minutes to go here. He's only like the first player signed with 2 teams in 1 year. Who's he signed with? Who's he signed with? Where's Sonny Luke off to now? So go to the right-hand side. By the way, Sam, how is Hamiso on 101 points? Like, where has he gotten all his points from here today? I know he got a try assist, but how is he on 101 points? So third tackle now for the Dolphins. They're going to be at the 30. And they'll go out to Francis Mola. Molo will be at the 40. He started the year at South Sydney. I don't know what happened to that. Did he really? I didn't even know that. Fit tackle, Max Platt at the 50. Still 8 minutes left here, Cows. Dolphins, you just got to defend right now, man. That's all you got to do. Line breaks, maybe. Well, it's going to be close here. You still have a chance, mate. If Hamiso gets like a try or another line break or something like that, like or any of your players get a try, you probably win. All right, out of the right-hand side, Tom Dearden gets it off here to Braden Burns, and Braden Burns gets his ball back here to Drinkwater. Drinkwater off to... Honestly, that's Braden Burns. Who was the man on the wing? Oh, Tom Chester. Now Braden Burns gets his ball to the 30 on second tackle here. Oh, 35. The 40. Great run from Braden Burns. Just woke up from my post-Manly loss. Nap, has it been a good game? Nah, Cowboys have been out of this game. Well, the Cowboys led 10-0, and the Dolphins came back to be up 24-10. And then now it's 24-16. The Cowboys are kind of knocking on the door, but it's been overall pretty average. Talangi down this left wing. And he will get taken down to the 35 on fourth tackle. And Sonny Luke, this is great meters here from the Cowboys. He'll get this ball to Drinkwater. Drinkwater kicks his ball into the corner for Braden Burns. Where's the bounce coming? Tavita Nafahu will get it. Jeez, the Cowboys are giving it a crack, though. At the very least, they're giving it a crack. 6.5 minutes left here. And now Hamiso will get taken down here at the 10 on second tackle. Second tackle here. Yeah, Dolphins conceded 66 points last week, so this has been a better defensive effort, but you're still seeing worrying signs as well. Herbie now to the 25 on fourth tackle. Out to Selwyn Cubbo. Selwyn Cubbo's been pretty good here today. Actually, what's Selwyn Cubbo on Supercoach? What's he got today? Cubbo, 57. That's not bad. That's going to go over the sideline. That's perfect for the Dolphins. They'll just soak up some time here. Bradley Schneider, that's a nice kick over the sideline there in a good area just to slow the play down. He was signed to play New South Wales Cup for the Bunnies but got released in January this year. The contract only lasted like 2-3 months. True. Maybe it's just because the Cowboys said that we wanted to start him and the Rabbitohs had no intention to actually play him. All right, so that's going to be Lukey taken down here at the 25. With 5.5 minutes left, they give it to Tom Chester. And Tom Chester will be at the 35 on second tackle now. What are they talking about field goal in the commentary for? Jason Tumalo, it's an 8-point game. Why am I hearing field goal in the commentary? Give it off to Purdue, Tom Dearden, out to Scott Drinkwater, Tom Chester, knock on. That really should be game. That really should be game. They're trying it, but unfortunately they knocked that ball on there. Tommy Chester and the Dolphins should get this ball at the 45. With 5 minutes to go here. 5 minutes to go, and Tommy Chester will drop that ball on the Dolphins. Or they just need to complete their set right now. The Cowboys still got to score twice. They're still going to score twice here. Dolphins at the 40. 4.5 minutes left. They'll take any mistake, any slow of play, the Dolphins will. Hamiso taken down at the 50 on first tackle. 6 again for the Dolphins. And now it's Finufiuiaki. He'll be at the 45. Yeah, the Dolphins really needed to win this game, though. After that 66-0 dropping and the 13-12 loss to the Knights, they really needed to win this. Herbie Farnworth now, he'll be at the 35. He's still going here at the 30. He's still going at the 25. Look at the post-contact on Herbie Farnworth. He's such a good player, dude. Is that 6 again? No, they're going to say it's fine. Out to Maxi Plath. And now the Dolphins. Morgan Knowles will be at the 20 on third tackle with 3:50 to go. They go to the left-hand side to Nicarima. Nicarima sets back. He'll be 10 metres away now, fourth tackle. If the Dolphins score here, that is definitely game, set, match. Maxi Plath, Maxi Plath, Maxi Plath! Try time, Dolphins win. Try time and the Dolphins win. Max Plath goes straight on over through the Cowboys defense, which has not been great today, and it will be 28 points to 16 with a kick to come from right in front to make it a 14-point game. And unfortunately for the Cowboys, there's no way back into this from now. Maxi Platt is too strong there. Gets past Ruben Cotter. Gets past Scott Drinkwater. And the Dolphins, they'll be going into 5th position. Knights, you'll drop to 6th. Rabbitohs, you'll drop to 7th. And Cowboys, you'll stay in 8th. And you should be very grateful that the Titans beat the Manly Seagulls today, because otherwise you would have been in 9th. Otherwise, you would have been in the 9th position. By the way, Sam, 723, 677. If Hamiso scores a try in this last 3 minutes, I might punch my computer. if the Dolphins get the ball and Hamiso gets like a line break for a try and you win the game in the last 3 minutes, I might get this fist and I might punch the living shit out of this computer, because there's no way. There's no way. Because there's no way. Surely not. 2:58 to go. If that happens, Sam, I actually think I'd punch on with someone. I think I'd punch on with someone. Jermaine Asako to get the conversion, and that's exactly what he does. It's 30-16 with 2 minutes and 40 seconds to go here. By the way, Sam, did you go to the game today? Or did you stay at home? I had over 49.5 points. Well, there's still 2.5 minutes for a try to come for you. I'm never seem so good. Everyone's saying got under 50. Guys, it's... Oh, you've got under 50. I thought you were saying like it's under 50. I was like, yeah, but there's still 2.5 minutes to go here. Zidalfin. This is the modern game. 66-0 1 week, 30-16 win the next week. On opposite sides of the results, the Cowboys, I'm sure, will go for the shorty here. And that's going to be knocked back here from the Dolphins, and it'll be their ball at the 35 with 2.5 to go. Sato, Jojo, Cobo, Parlo. Well, Cobo's been pretty good here today, just obviously hasn't scored a try. Guys, it's great stream again, buddy. See you on the next one. I should be here for the final. Take care, everyone. Big love from London. We'll see you tonight for the big old World Cup final between Spain and Argentina. Third tackling at the 50. Night, Gary. Mate, for Gary, it's like 12, 1, 2, 3, 4. Like, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. It's like 8 a.m. Fuyaki is going to be at the 25. Marshall King, he'll go to Bradley Schneider. Schneider to Nicarima. Short ball. And there is Lemuelu for the try time for the Dolphins. For the try time for the Dolphins, Lemuelu goes through. If that ball goes back to Hamiso there, Sam, I'm getting this computer. I'm throwing it out the window. If that ball doesn't go to Lemuelu and it goes at the back to Hamiso for that try, I might have actually screamed and shout and shake it all about. 34-16 with a kick to come. Lemuelu with a try time. Try time. Lemuelu. It's way too easy. The defense there from the Cowboys just nowhere near good enough. Nowhere near good enough, son. Minute 23 to go of the game. Tiger Hood with the $2 donations. It's 13 plus Dolphins. Catch you next stream. Get ready, Tiger. We'll see you maybe for the FIFA World Cup final tonight. Otherwise, we'll see you for Eels Panthers next Thursday. Hoo ha. I want to know if you be my girl. Minute 20 to go. It's 34-16 with a kick to come. Nuggets says they score again. What? Yep. Yep, they did score again. It's 34-16. Connolly Lemuelu, I caught him for a try. I went with Lemuelu, and I also went with Jeremiah Nene, but I did go for Tom Chester, who's not been great today, and also Hamisho, who has not scored. 34 seconds to go here to game. It will hit 50, and it's about to hit 52. 36-16 to the Dolphins with 45 seconds to go of the game. And I think that should confirm me I think that should, as long as there's not like a miracle try, Sam, I think that should get me over the line out Supercoach draft matchup. Can't believe it. NRLW Titans 50 versus Eels 12. Good time to be a Titans fan. Mate, Peter Rest, it's always a good time to be a Titans fan. We've never lost a game in history, mate. But you're right. Fetty Bomb. Fetty Bomber. Fetty Bomber. Fetty Bomber. Fetty Bomber by the Titans women. Nuggets says, Cowboys, you suck. Francis Molo is going to bring this ball to the 20. 35 seconds to go here of this game. First tackle for the Dolphins. Jess with £2 donation. Get around here, Jess. 24.5 Dolphins. M&D winning. Let's get that kill. Let's get that kill, Jess. Appreciate you for your dono and get around M&D. A couple people winning some good bets. Nice. Nicarima, short ball. Lemuelu. Nicarima gets this ball to the grass. Get the ball to Herbie Farnworth. Farnworth still going here. Kicks the ball over the top. Cowboys, if you don't get if Hamisa picked that up there and they ran away with it, I would have screamed. But that's gonna be it. Cowboys get it. The Cowboys get it. A little bit of a biffo, a little bit of a push and shove here. And the game is over. And it's 36-16 to the Dolphins. They will go on to 5th. Knights are 6th. Rabbitohs for 7th. And Cowboys stay in 8th because Manly lost to the Titans today. That is all done and dusted for another round of Rugby League, folks. That's round 20. Next week we have round 21. And the schedule is as follows. We've got the Eels versus the Panthers at CommBank on Thursday night. We'll have Knights versus the Roosters and Rabbitohs versus the Storm. On Friday, we've got 3-game slate of Raiders, Tigers, Bulldogs, Warriors, and Cowboys, Broncos on Saturday. And then the Sunday games are the Dragons versus the Titans at Cogra and Manly versus the Sharks at 4 Pines Park, with the bye being Le Dolphins. So that is it for now. I appreciate you guys as per usual. Obviously, hit that like button, subscribe if you're new around here, and I will see you later on tonight for the FIFA World Cup final between Spain and Argentina. Thanks for watching. Catch you later. Go the damn well, Titans, son. See ya.